My parents' house because my mother just had a total knee replacement and I am playing nurse slash physical therapist, obviously with very qualified people. And my father made this thing and he had a Dr. Gabrielle Lyon recipe on the island, and I was so tired and hungry, like I just assumed that what was in the bowl was what was the recipe on the counter, which was like the spaghetti squash meatball, like fake bolognese thing. But what was actually in the bowl was actual bolognese, like turkey bolognese with like pasta and red sauce, and it looked so good. And I was so hungry and so tired, I was just like, can I have some? And I had it. And as I was eating it, I was like, this is so amazing. And my stomach hurts all the time, like all the time, because I have serious digestive issues. So like, and there was a crazy amount of garlic and onion in the recipe. So I was like, that's all it is, and didn't really think anything of it. And then this morning I like saw the recipe again when I went down into the kitchen, and I was like, wow, I did not eat spaghetti squash or beef. Like I had turkey pasta. Like, what was I thinking? And I told my dad, I was like, what did I eat last night? And he was like, oh, it was, it was leftovers, because he's been amazing making all this food during her recovery. And I just wanted to share the story because like past Sarah would have like freaked the fuck out. I would have been like obsessing about how many calories I had, how much oil, like let alone how much dairy and gluten I have, which I usually do not consume. Dairy is a personal preference. I haven't had it in like maybe 2 decades. Gluten is more just because of my digestive stuff. Like I just choose not to have it because of how bad it makes me feel. But like I'm normal. I like bread. I like pasta. So I just wanted to share this because so many of my clients have these like, oh shit moments. What do I do now? Feeling like they need to then go do hours of cardio, feeling like they've ruined their progress, feeling like so much regret and shame. But literally, like I woke up this morning and I felt like I had the flu, because that's what happens if you have a gluten sensitivity. I was pissed and frustrated with myself, more so because I made a decision in the moment, right? I was so hungry, I was so tired. And I actually had made myself a full plate of food already, but like I was like, I'll just have this for lunch because I don't have enough groceries in the house. So I was like, this is great, I'll just extend my food. And I really wasn't properly thinking. I was just like going through the motions. But also at the same time, someone could argue that like I was just simply having dinner with my family and like kind of letting go of having restrictions around my intake. So like I want to share this because this isn't something that just happens overnight, right? Like it's taken me a really long time to get to this place where I'm like, yeah, okay, that wasn't great, but okay. I couldn't go to the gym this morning because I had to help my mom do all of her stuff. So it's also just like the perfect storm, right, of not being able to be on my plan, and also not being able to go to the gym. Also like something's up with my knee. Being able to be in this place where like I'm not obsessing and I'm not super upset about not going to the gym, about not being able to burn off the calories. Like this is the work that we do. This is the work that matters. Like coaching isn't just like nutrition and meal plans. Coaching is like a mindset shift. Coaching is an identity shift of not being someone who's like imprisoned by these rules. Like I don't feel restricted ever, because what I do makes me feel good all the time. Like I choose to eat well. I choose to go to the gym because that makes me happy. It makes me feel good. So being in this place now where like I can have that sucks, but like it's not gonna ruin my day, like that takes freaking work. And if you're struggling with this stuff, like you have to start doing the work, and you have to do it with someone who's qualified to help you, right? Sometimes that's a qualified medical professional, and sometimes that's also a coach who's been through it before. Sometimes it's all, a registered dietitian as well. Sometimes it's all of them. But whatever it is, like you have to be real if you need this kind of support, because frankly, like life is really shitty until you fix it.